Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 189. The noun phrase today is the silent majority. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. If someone refers to the silent majority, it is usually in reference to the majority of people in society, especially voters who have feelings and opinions that are not often expressed in the media. So, especially since this is an election year in the U.S. for president, this term may come up more the closer and closer we get towards November, or when a time is for election. You might start to hear this term more often. All right, let's continue. The silent majority does not attend protests or demonstrations, nor are they very outspoken on social media. So they're not the type of people that's out there screaming or yelling or even risking putting their name on something, but yet they still have feelings and they still have thoughts. Yes, those are what we refer to as the silent majority, especially if you think that they think a certain way as a group. All right, let's continue. Often media will focus on small groups and portray them in a way to make others think that this is how most people feel and think, in the society. Even though the silent majority is overshadowed by political active groups, they can be a powerful voting bloc if they don't like what they see happening in society. So if they don't like what's going on, they may still go out and be determined to vote, even though they're not outspoken, they're not screaming about it, they're not writing things on the internet, they're not out there protesting, but they're still there. Okay, let's continue. The phrase was first recorded in 1874, so it's been around a long time, more than 100 years, and has been used by a number of presidents, including Calvin Coolidge in his 1920 political campaign. However, Richard Nixon is given most credit for popularizing it in a televised speech he gave in 1969. Yeah, this was before his scandals, before Watergate and stuff. Remember, when he won his elections, he won them actually by a considerable number. He used it to claim that the majority of citizens supported his policies, even though they were not politically active. Okay, let's continue. All right, and we got three examples here to show how you may hear it used. Number one, the silent majority may not like what they see being reported in the media and may vote accordingly. That's one possibility. Or number two here, the poll numbers reported in the media are often skewed, which means they're really often not correct. There's a number of ways they do this. They often do oversampling, which means that, if they want the poll numbers to favor one party more than another, they will ask more people they know belong to that party the questions. Or plus, nowadays, because you can buy so much information from social media groups like Facebook and Google or whatever, you can pretty much know how people are going to vote by whatever websites they visit, or if they write something online or anything like that. It's to the point now that they could, if they want to put a poll together, they can make it any number they really want it to be. They just have to know the certain people to call. They call those people and they'll get that number, whatever number they want it to appear like. Remember, most polls are usually made by the parties themselves, or by news networks that usually tend to be biased in favor of one candidate instead of another. All right, let's continue. Okay, the majority may like to see put in the news. So the poll numbers reported in the media are often skewed. They may not be how the silent majority feel. So that's how we would use it. And the third one here, number three. That politician claims the silent majority is behind him. Well, if they're behind him, it means they're supporting him. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. I hope it's informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.